Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Quinkun, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to take a look at the FIFA 15 young wingers that you should buy for FIFA 15 in your career mode or in your ultimate team. If you guys do enjoy this episode, remember to leave a like down below. We didn't get as many likes in the previous video or comments, so please make sure to show your support in today's video. And I do want to say something. Tomorrow FIFA 15 is going to come out in the US, so expect the FIFA 15 career mode tomorrow, not Wednesday. I did mess up. I thought it was coming out the 24th, but it actually is coming out the 23rd, so it's coming earlier than expected, and I can't wait to take out my FIFA 15 Atletico Madrid career mode on FIFA 15. Subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and follow me on Twitter at Quinkun. Please follow me so you can interact with me, but with that, let's get into today's video. We're starting off today's episode with 3 players. It's going to be like this for today's episode, and all these players are under 21 years old. The first player we have is a left midfielder that plays for Schalke, Julian Draxler, and this guy, his pace isn't that good, but he is more of a player that can play on the wing sometimes, but he's mostly playing as a central attacking midfielder because he has good pace, good shooting, passing, and dribbling for a cam. Decent physical also, so he's not that pacey, but he's more of a central attacking midfielder that plays for Schalke, but he can also play on the wings. Now we move on to Memphis Depay, who had a great World Cup. He scored like 2 goals, which is very impressive for a very young player like him. Right now he's playing for PSV Eindhoven, and I was pretty sure he was going to leave the Dutch league and go to the BPL, but he did decide to stay. And look at his stats: 91 pace, 71 shooting, 72 passing, 84 dribbling, 75 physical, and he also has 5-star skill moves. So this guy has everything. He has good pace, good shooting, good passing, good dribbling, great physical for a winger, and he has 5-star skill moves. What else do you want? He's going to cost a ton of money in Ultimate Team, and he's going to be a good signing for you in your career mode. Now we move on to Bruma, who's playing for Galatasaray. I can't believe he's still playing there. He was playing for Sporting, moved to the Turkish league, and he has almost similar stats as Memphis Depay. He has 91 pace, 66 shooting, 70 passing, 82 dribbling, and 63 physical. This guy is 76 overall rated, and he overall is a great Portuguese player to buy in your career mode. And all 3 players are very good, but from these 3, I do suggest you guys get Memphis Depay. He has 5-star skill moves, a very good player, and overall has the highest potential of all these players. We now move on to 3 very good wingers that are all 76 rated, and we're going to start things off with Keita. This guy is Spanish, and he's playing for Lazio in the Serie A. 89 pace, 70 shooting, 81 dribbling, and 71 physical. He does make things up with his pace and dribbling stats, which is very good for a winger, and overall he is a very young good beast that you guys should get in your team. And Lucas Paison, I think he's playing in the Bundesliga, but this guy was signed with Chelsea. I think he's on loan still on another team, but this guy reminds me so much of Arda Turan. Although he doesn't have good pace, he only has 75 pace, he does make it up with his 72 shooting, 74 passing, and 81 dribbling. If you guys get this guy and he grows in your team, he's going to turn out to be a all-around creative player. Not that much pace, but he's going to make it up with his passing and shooting stats. Now the last player we're going to take a look at from these 3 players is Jesse Rodriguez, who was having an exceptional season with Real Madrid, but then he got injured. He messed up his knee, and that led to his downfall. I bet you that if he would have kept going last season, he would have had a 79 rated card because he was so good in the previous season. He was getting used to the team, and overall he was scoring goals, giving assists. He was playing so freaking good, and it was such a shame that he did get that injury. But he is 21 years old, and he is one of the older players in today's episode, but he's still a very good young player that you should get, showing off to be a very good talent for FIFA 15, and overall he has great stats for you to use in your career mode or in your ultimate team. Now we move on to 3 players that were in my potential Wonder Kids video, and I did try to guess their potentials, but EA did release their potentials for this next FIFA, and I gotta tell you guys something, I almost got them right. Now Januzaj is a 75 rated player, 82 pace, 72 passing, 81 dribbling, and he does have 87 potential in FIFA 15. It carried on from FIFA 14, and I thought he was going to have a 88 potential, but 87 potential is very good for Januzaj. Had a great season with Manchester United, so he's going to cost you quite a load of money if you want to get Januzaj, but he won't cost you as much as other wingers that are over 78 rated. Now we move on to Jan-Paul Boetis, and this guy, Jesus Christ, this guy has a 84 potential in FIFA 15, but look at his stats: 88 pace, 71 shooting, 82 dribbling. All these wingers have good pace and good dribbling with decent shooting. Hopefully they do have great finishing, so when it's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, hopefully they can put it in back of the net easily. But this guy is a young prospect that you guys should get in your career mode if you want to develop some great players in your team. Now the last player we're going to take a look at from these three is Victor Fischer. And I actually guessed this guy's potential right. I said that he was going to go from an 86 potential that he had in FIFA 14 to an 84, and that is exactly what happened in FIFA 15. Obviously, it does depend on him in your career mode. Sometimes players do grow a lot, sometimes they don't, so he can go under the 84 margin or over it, but 84 is the average potential that he would get, and he's a great Danish player that you guys should get, and he plays for Ajax, so another great player from the Dutch league. And overall, all these players in today's episode are freaking good, and you guys should pick them up. Now let's move on to the next couple of wingers. These are the last left-sided wingers for today's episode, but we're going to take a look at ODG from Belgium, Kishna from the Netherlands, and Werner from Germany. Now ODG, he did play in the World Cup, he did get some minutes to play, and this guy was overall very good. He was doing a lot of damage when he came on the pitch, and he has 85 pace, 69 shooting, 75 dribbling, and 64 physical. The only thing that stands out is his pace. His shooting is a little low, and his dribbling is pretty low compared to the other wingers in today's episode. But I think he is on loan to Lille. Right now he's playing for Liverpool, so you're gonna have to wait for his loan to end, and then you're gonna have to buy him. Now Kishna is a player from Ajax, and Ajax have so many good damn players, don't they? He has 86 pace, 59 shooting, 69 passing, 81 dribbling, and 60 physical. This is a guy that I wanted to use in my previous Ajax career mode, but his rating was a little lower, so I didn't use him that much. But since he's a 73 rated left winger now, he should be a great player to use in my career mode. I might pick him up for my journey career mode, but he is a good young winger to get. Now Werner, I'm very surprised about him because he's a left midfielder and he has 90 pace. You don't really see that much from left midfielders or right midfielders that have such amount of pace as him. He has 90 pace, and I'm so surprised he's not a winger. He has very good pace, but everything else is a little average compared to his pace, but still a very good pacey winger. So if you want the best pacey left midfielder that's very young, I suggest you guys get Werner. Now we move on to the right-sided wingers, and I have to say that the right wingers are so much better compared to the left-sided wingers in FIFA 15. You guys can already see the difference. We got Raheem Sterling, who's an 80 rated right winger, 93 pace, 69 shooting, 70 passing, 84 dribbling, and 62 physical. This guy was a beast during the World Cup, and he was trying his best with England, but England did get knocked out in the group stages. And we have De La Feu, who actually did play in Everton, and he had a very good season there, came back to Barcelona, and I think they loaned him out to Sevilla, so I think he is loaned out once again. But he's a 79 rated Spanish player, 91 pace, 68 shooting, 66 passing, 86 dribbling, and 59 physical. He's 79 rated. He does have better dribbling than Raheem Sterling, but Raheem Sterling does beat him in everything else. Now lastly, we do have the Oxlade-Chamberlain, who is 21 years old, and he was expected to do a lot for England, but he didn't get that much opportunity to play. He has a ton of pace, and Jesus Christ, he has great dribbling also, so he's a great winger to use. But if I do suggest one of these players to use, I do suggest you guys get De La Feu or Raheem Sterling. De La Feu is going to cost a little less because Raheem Sterling does have the big hype from the World Cup where he played so well, and De La Feu is a little underrated and not many people know about him, but he's a great young player that you guys should get in your career mode. Yes, we do have another player from Liverpool, and his name is Markovic. He has 90 pace, 72 passing, 85 dribbling, and Jesus Christ, those are all very good stats for a right midfielder. I can't believe he went to Liverpool. He had a great season with Benfica. I was pretty sure he was going to go to Atletico Madrid or to another big club in Europe, but he did decide to go to Liverpool, who had a great season, and they're not doing so hot in the Premier League this season. Also, we do have Iturbe, the Argentinian beast that plays for Roma, and this guy has 92 pace, 84 dribbling, 68 shooting, and although he doesn't have good shooting and passing, he does have a lot of pace and dribbling, and a lot of players don't need a lot of good passing to cross balls in, and 68 shooting isn't that good for a winger, but they can still score goals for you, and he has the highest potential for the right-sided wingers in FIFA 15. Now we move on to Thauvin, who is a French player that plays for Marseille, and this guy is a player that most people will overlook, but he has pretty damn decent stats for a right midfielder. He has 83 pace, 72 shooting, 74 passing, 79 dribbling, and 63 physical. But his pace isn't as good, but he does make it up with his shooting, passing, and dribbling with decent physical, and this guy is very underrated, a very good player, and from these three players, they're all very good. I suggest you guys get all of them, but if I were to choose one of them, I would go with Thauvin because he is a little more consistent with his stats, and he's not like other players that have insane amount of pace, but everything else is just a piece of crap. So his stats are very consistent. I suggest you guys get Thauvin. Now I'm going to go a little faster going through these players, so here we go. We got Campos that plays for Monaco, 80 pace, 71 shooting, 74 passing, 77 dribbling, and this guy is much better than Niang and Gretzky. He is overall a all-around very good player. He has good shooting, good passing, good dribbling, decent pace, and hopefully he does replace James Rodriguez pretty well on that wing position. Now we got Niang from AC Milan. He was loaned out to a French team, but he came back to Milan, and this is what he comes back with. 74 rating, 85 pace, 67 shooting, 66 passing, and 80 dribbling. Like the other wingers in today's episode, these players only focus on pace and dribbling, so their downfall does come out in the creative aspect. But when it comes to dribbling and pace, these are the players that you guys would want to get. Now we move on to Leon Goretzka, who is a right midfielder, 80 pace, 71 passing, 75 dribbling, and 69 physical. This guy is more of a creative player, and he does have the pace to back it up. He has decent shooting with great passing and dribbling, so he is a great player from Schalke that MGH used in his career mode, and he overall looks very good. You can build him up, and he could be one of the best players in the world in your FIFA 15 career mode. We finally made it to the end of today's video, and we're going to take a look at 4 players for this last section of the video. We got El Ghazi from Ajax, Traore that plays in the French league, Bakali that plays in the Dutch league, and we got Oluchik from FC20. So let's start things off with the Dutch players. El Ghazi is a 72 rated right winger, and he is Dutch. He has 77 pace, 66 shooting, 64 passing, 77 dribbling, and 66 physical. But that is nothing compared to Traore. Look at him, 87 pace, 66 shooting, 65 passing, 76 dribbling, and 59 physical. This guy is much better than El Ghazi. Traore is turning out to be a very, very good player. Now we do got Bakali, who was used a lot in FIFA 14, and I don't know why he did get downgraded. Maybe he had a horrible season, but he did have a very good rating in the previous FIFA, and he was lowered to a 71, but he's still a very good prospect to use in your FIFA 15 career mode. And Oluchik is the youngest right-sided winger in FIFA 15. If you want a good young player that would have a great potential, I do suggest you guys get him. He does have good pace, and that is pretty much it, but that's still a good amount of pace for a winger, and you can use him if you have a lower team with a lower budget, like West Ham, Stoke, or Sunderland in the Premier League. But he's still a very good young player that you can develop. But this is the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy it, remember to leave a like and a comment down below. The FIFA 15 career mode will come out tomorrow, because I didn't know that tomorrow FIFA 15 was going to come out in the US, so I'm going to take out the career mode tomorrow. Hopefully you guys do enjoy that, and leave a like down below. So yeah, I'm Quinkun, and I'll see you guys next time. A la Madrid. He has a 86 rated card in this FIFA, and his stats are just so freaking good. He has 80 pace, 80 shooting, 84 passing, 85 dribbling, and 72 physical, and that is absolutely mental for a player that was like 82 rated or 80 rated in 214 as a winger.